So here you are in Zapier. This is what I use for my work. Let's get straight to the agents. But you have here a button, new agent. As you come in here, what you can do from the get-go is there are some that are predefined. So you just follow the template, super easy. So it can be Gmail event creator, it could be sales email creator, it could be call follow-up, bunch of things. The amount of integrations that Zapier has is pretty great. Let me show you where it's at. When you are, you can create an agent and add your Gmail as you go with it, or you could preset connections with your apps, and then as you create any workflow or any agent, all of these connections are already there, so you just choose from the drop-down of your connections. So for example, I have a connection with Slack, with my Drive, with my Sheet, Stripe, my website, basically my product school, anything. There's a lot of options. So this is where the connections are. Let's go back into the agent, support email. Okay, and this one is kind of pretty simple. And basically, the point of this email is I'm telling Zapier, telling my AI agent that what you're going to do is your job is to manage this Gmail account in which you scan every email that comes in and you look for my potential customers. You can decide on the keywords. In this one, I don't have the keywords as much. Maybe I'll give you a more complex one to do. Not attempt to answer the questions if you do not see a good answer in the attached data source. So I've decided to be safe. When I get a new email, look at the contents and determine if it is a question from a customer. If it's a customer question, look up the answer in find data to add a data source here. If you find the answer to their question there, then Gmail draft to the customer in a direct, courteous tone with the correct answer. Please be succinct, meaning don't have like 3 paragraphs. And now here I attach 3 long documents from Google. That's a lot of slides. So this is where the source of truth is. If there's no answer there, then it just won't respond. And the reason I did it is because we actually had a story where we built the AI agent that was a welcome email. And anytime if it's a new email, you are trying to respond, and it burns your credits like crazy because see right here, you have activities. You get, based on your subscription, you get a specific amount of requests. So the agent actually frivolously answers the questions. And so it would suggest, like, for example, I had a student who said, hey, I wanted to get some help on roadmap. And it started like building the draft of a roadmap and saying, why don't you schedule a call? Which that's not exactly what I wanted. It's fine, but you can go a little bit more risque if you have a more broad prompt on your AI agent. This support email that I showed you, today's the 30th, so I already burned through my creds, but it checks the emails. So I'll show you a couple. It checks the emails, so it tells me, hey, monthly activity limit reached. And then it says, I'm unable to run the customer question auto reply workflow behavior right now as you have reached your plan, blah, blah, blah. Okay, and so this is on hold. But we'll go back. Okay, something. Okay, so it gives you, in the time frame that I chose, it gives me information of what it did. So here it says this is like some advertisement most likely. This is clearly promotional email for beauty spa, blah, 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 not a customer, so it didn't respond. So before we build a new agent, tell me what kind of agent you would like to build. We're doing it something simple, you know, something to do with maybe your email. Okay, so let's try this out. Okay, I want to build an invoice agent who will, I'm gonna be writing it like freefall, right? Freeform. Okay, who will gather all invoice. You just want the attachment invoice. All attachments with invoice PDFs. I want to build an invoice agent who will gather all attachments with invoice PDFs and download into my drive. Yeah, to my Google Drive. The emails might start with a title, invoice, or receipt, or any indication that it is an invoice. Well, let's start with that first. Let's see what it tells me. That's another plus of products like Zapier, where it guides you a lot. So it can give you some prompts of how to improve it as well. So my prompt is very high level right now, but now it's telling me what it's going to do. I'll help you build an invoice agent that automatically downloads invoice PDFs to Google Drive. Let me clarify one quick detail to get started. See, like it's asking me extra questions, so this way I can give what it needs. Once confirmed, I'll set up the workflow with, which Gmail account should the agent monitor for incoming invoices. Then this is what it's going to do. It's going to, the trigger is going to be new email arrives, filter email subject contains keywords like invoice, receipt, bill, etc. Extract PDF attachments from matching emails, download, save PDFs directly to your Google Drive. Should I proceed with your primary Gmail? Sure. Yes. So it's going to be my primary Gmail account that I already connected. And now it's working. See, and it's improving the prompt.
Do you need to tell it which folder on the drive?
So as we will click there on the drive, it will show me everything that I have, and then it will usually give me an option create new. So either I pick it from existing ones or new. Okay, so let's see what it has done so far. So set workflow trigger, add action to instructions, set workflow, new attachment, added, okay. Where did it go? Okay. Google Drive, upload file. Okay, so, yeah, I think it already created a new folder for me. Found trigger, filling parameters. So it's basically doing everything for you. You can also use N8N, and there's different versions that are much cheaper. But the reason I want you to start with this is because it does so much for you, so you can see the process. Once you nail the process, then you can take something that requires a little bit more of your manual work, but you won't have to like have a subscription and do more stuff by yourself. Okay, so perfect. The system is asking for clarification. Which Google Drive folder would you like to use? So now it's giving me all my Google Drive folders from the account that I've connected it with. And would you prefer to set a separate invoice folder? So I will say set up a separate invoice folder. Okay. Also, how would you like the invoice folder to be named? Okay, well, I already did that, so maybe that's fine. How would you like the invoice PDF files to be named? Okay, invoice. Okay, what I can do, I can just take this and copy it and put that in here. Boom, boom, boom. Now it's telling me what it's doing, which helps me understand the flow. So it says trigger monitors for new email attachments, filter checks email subject for invoice keywords, extracts, retrieves PDF attachment from matching emails, saves PDFs to Google Drive in an invoice folder. Then this is the filing, the naming convention, and your invoice agent is ready. Currently it's disabled, so I would need to enable it. So in here, you can add a trigger. I think if I need to. Okay. Usually, okay, I can publish it. Yeah, so I'm adding a trigger. And that should be my Gmail, new attachment, choose account. I'll do that one. Add. Okay. And now I can basically do it. So before I click publish, I still have options. So I can still edit this if I want to add something. Max, do you want to add any other requirements for your agent?
Let's modify and let's assume that they can be not only PDFs but also some kind of images or images. I can't figure out
like it's within the body of the message of the email, right?
Or it can be a zip file, I suppose.
Oh, yeah. Filter for PDF attachments and zip files. Okay. Done. For each PDF attachment found and a zip file. Download it and upload it to Google. Organize the PDFs and zip files in a dedicated invoice folder. Okay. All right. I think this is all invoice PDFs are automatically collected. Okay, I'm just gonna do that, and I think the scope is good enough. So then you have the information. Basically, it's just showing which Google Drive you've attached or you're using, and there's this option of knowledge source. In our case, we don't need the knowledge source because it's just the PDFs and zip files. But when the agent needs to answer to the customer or something like that, this is where it's super useful because you can kind of scope it down. All right, so let's publish it. Okay, and once...
Should I send it?
Did you send?
I'll send it right away. Hold on.
Yeah, okay.
Yep.
Perfect.
It's not an invoice, but we'll see if it recognizes, because it has an invoice in subject.
Okay.
And the attachment is just a logo.
Okay. Currently, it's on hold because the update is just kicking in. Okay, this is what I sent, and it came. This is the PDF. This one is somebody...
Oh, that's mine.
Yeah, this is yours.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. Okay, so this was an example for today. And here you can give a little bit more of direction of what you wanted to do for your folder. So these are some workshops that we do. I welcome you to join other sessions, and we'll be doing something more complex. It will be about an hour. Some of them might need an hour and a half. I recommend you try it and play with it yourself. Once you have questions, please feel free to reach out, whether on LinkedIn or via my email.